It is December 2nd, 2020. It is 5:08 p.m. We're here to discuss the attitudes of students uh, on Southern University's marketing brand. Do I have permission to record this meeting?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, you do.
Okay. The purpose of the following interview is to acknowledge and understand the thoughts and attitudes of Southern University students towards the Southern University marketing brand. Most, if not all, universities have different elements that develop them as a concept to then bring about thoughts in a person's mind when they think of it. Each university's concepts and thoughts from people help to develop their brand. Sports, academics, Greek life, and campus organizations develop thoughts and opinions from people outside the university that contribute to the brand, while those components, in addition to admissions processes, classroom experiences, and preparedness for post graduation, develop thoughts and attitudes of the students at that particular university. We're here to try to see, we're here to see how those important components have impacted our interviewee and to develop their attitude on the Southern University marketing brand. Here we have Miss De'Aaron Thomas.
Hello, my name is De'Aaron Thomas. I currently am a 22-year-old African American female at attends Southern University. I am a business management major, and I currently am in on the Human Jukebox Media team.
Okay, well, we'll start here. What made you decide to come to Southern? What made that a part of your choice to decide where you want to go for your higher level education?
What made me decide to go to Southern was when I first did my actual tour there when I had to be in middle school, and my mother had brought me on campus because she attended there. And I just liked how the environment was. Like, it was like everybody was like a big family, and it reminded me of my high school. Like, everybody knew everybody, and I wanted to be a part of that. Like, I wanted to go somewhere where I knew I would fit in, I was comfortable, and I knew I would probably get that I will get a great education.
Okay. Was Southern your first choice
Yeah,
for schools?
yes, Southern was my first choice. However, I had to transfer from a different college. I ended up going to Columbia College my freshman year and ended up transferring due to my ACT score.
Okay. 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 Well, with that being said, if there were any objections to you being here at Southern, what made you want to stay?
What made me want to stay? I would have to say my friends, of course, my friends, and because not really my friends, because I built a strong relationship with them, and I'm more of a to myself person. So most definitely my friends. My friends are really a big part of my college life being what it is today, encouraging me, pushing me, and just getting by. Because college is really challenging when it comes to I'm a senior now, so it's really challenging now that I'm now about to get ready and transition to being a full blown adult in the business world.
Like I said, that actually pours into my next question. What has your experience been like since you've been a student at Southern?
And my experience has been my experience had to be challenging because I know from transitioning from my first college and here it was very, very challenging, because I was familiar with the financial aid process, but I was in a bigger environment. So it was kind of like how whatever I think. But, I came to Southern, they was a little more advanced. You have to have an app. You have to see, what you qualify for. But besides that, my experience overall has been amazing. Meeting, getting to meet professors and different mentors, and getting to meet different mentors. So it has been very, very good. And homecoming, everybody looks forward to homecoming. So with that being said, like that does it all.
Okay. Okay. Um. Well. Okay. With that being said, do you think you might have enjoyed your tenure as an undergrad student anywhere else if you didn't decide to go to Southern?
Honestly, I feel like I would have, depending on the school I went to,
Okay.
but I probably would have not enjoyed it as much as I did here. Only because, like I said, I was already comfortable with the campus. I was already familiar with, being in that family environment. So when I went to my first school, it was just me, by myself. And, the environment was just like, oh, you gotta get it how you get it. I'm in doubt. And I went to another HBCU. So it was like, it really doesn't matter what college or university you go to. If you'll know if it's right for you just by, you'll get that feeling.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. All right. Well, I do like the fact that you mentioned the HBCU experience. But considering the fact that Southern is an HBCU, do you think that Southern can market to any student? And what I mean by that is any student, regardless of their ethnicity, academic background, their academic interest or leisure interest, just any student of any background. Really, that's the question I want to get to. Do you think that Southern can market to any student?
Of course, like Southern has one of the top business schools in the state. So their marketing program has very good background as far as reaching out to people and getting their connection. Like, of course, that would be a great fit for marketing outside of our race. So yeah.
Okay, I'm glad that you said that Southern can market to basically anyone. But if not, what can Southern do to market to any of the students that they're missing in those gaps?
I would say scholarship opportunities. To give them opportunities to be able to try something new, but not be by themselves along the way. So I would say a scholarship opportunity would probably be like a good fit for them
Hmm.
marketing to minorities or abroad students, just because within that scholarship it might can be with them having a what they call a buddy to when they get there, like show them the ropes and how to pretty much get them adjusted with attending a college, that they're, unfamiliar with, and get them, more comfortable and well-rounded with their environment.
What would you add to Southern's marketing department to actually help acquire new donors and increase enrollment?
I would have to say more cultivation parties, because the cultivation parties are pretty much like a convention that the board invites certain donors or current or new donors that they're willing to get their interest in marketing their their service or their service or their ideal to. And I think that it helps because it gets them out of that, that very always professional uh environment when they normally do a conference call or a meeting in the office. So I'll say just to get them out their element, but still, talk business, but just in a less formal setting.
Okay. Uh, as being a student here and being able to witness certain things on campus, of course, like you said, witnessing things like homecoming, as well as you mentioned you're a part of the Human Jukebox media team. What do you think is the most valuable part of Southern University's marketing brand?
What's most valuable? Their relationship. I think that every brand or whatever idea that a person has, you know, come up with or is planning, it has to start off with a good relationship and wanting to get, that brand noticed. So I would say good relationships with really, really is important. And then it goes from there.
Okay. What actually makes relationships the most important part of Southern University's marketing brand?
I would have to say that what helps relationships help students uh, with a personal and a professional aspect for a relationship so that they can be, as I could say, they will know when to react to a certain situation. Meaning that they, meaning that if the situation or the conversation is casual, they will know exactly how to react to a casual conversation when trying to build a relationship, and then with a professional conversation, they will also know how to react to a professional level with, but still both conversations will still uh, interpret the facts that are mainly being talked about.
How do you think Southern is viewed by the surrounding HBCU community?
I'll say Southern is viewed as the most prestigious because of how popular we are when it comes to sports, our academic programs, and other well-known accomplishments that the university has made since its founding time. And also other extracurricular activities and programs that the college offers.
On
Meaning,
the contrary to what you said about Southern being having that prestigious presence in the HBCU community,
mhm.
how do you think Southern is viewed in Louisiana outside that HBCU realm of thinking? Just your typical resident from Louisiana, how would they think of Southern?
Louisiana, I think Louisiana think of Southern as that entertainment source. You know, since Louisiana is not really known for much entertainment besides, the French Quarters and New Orleans. I would say that it would be much of a entertainment source because you have football, you have basketball, you have baseball, and you also have the band, you have classes that come and homecoming. Like most Louisianians, especially alumni that went to something, we look forward to that.
Okay, one more thing to get down. Well, Ms. Thomas, that concludes our interview. I would like to sincerely thank you for your time and wish you a great
Okay.
evening.
Thank you. You too.